Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name's Mamina. If you're new here, please do subscribe. Thumb up this video and comment below if you should resonate with it or share with someone who you think needs to see it. This is a general reading for the collective. Only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Never take on anything into your situation that's not of your situation. Next, this reading is a karmatic reading. It is part 2 to Are You the Ghost of Jealousy? If you didn't see part 1, you might want to watch it in case your divine masculine channeled in through here. This is the divine masculines coming back to tell what's going on. However, it's some newbies coming in here that couldn't come in last time. They were waiting for me to get this tarot deck. This is the Haunted House Tarot. Once again, we're going to be using my loves decks. We're going to be using Fire Witch Tarot's Karmatic Exposed. She's also here on YouTube and Instagram to help bring even more clarity to this situation. And we might also be using another deck of hers, but we'll see as the reading progresses. I can normally channel without needing any cards. However, I use the cards because it helps you to see what it is that I'm picking up on and seeing already. It makes it easier to translate to you. These masculines are equally as pissed as they were last time, but this time there's this determination energy. We're going to get into it, but I just want to make sure that you guys understand what kind of reading this is. If certain images offend you, if certain language offends you, please skip this video. Because again, this is a karmatic reading and this is a toxic. Typically, whenever I do karmatic readings, it leans more towards the toxic ones. I don't really call partners that you learn lessons from without all the toxic bull toxic. They're just partners you learn from. But these are people that plot. These are people who do all kind of dabble in things they shouldn't be dabbling in because most of them don't know what the hell they're doing, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. So now that we've gotten that out the way, you know what you're watching, you know what's going on. We're going to hop right into it. I'm going to channel these like I did last time. That was the instruction, but I was able to do the tarot without having to. I mean, I still used the song, but I was able to listen to the song as I did it. For these, we're going to do it like we did last time. Let's hop into the first card. The divine masculines are letting you know that a sudden change is coming, and it's coming in the form of a tower. This represents the divine masculine breaking the veil, the chains, seeing through the fog. They're over it. They're done. It's going to feel like a tower moment for them, but it's really a tower moment for the karmatic. One, because it's going to come out of nowhere for the karmatic, and then two, it's going to be painful, some of the things they have to face within themselves, some of the stuff that they allowed. However, they're over it. This is them screaming themselves free, like, get out of my head. I'm done with you being in my head. I'm done with you telling me lies, what I should do. When I question you, you act like I'm crazy. If you saw part 1, you know what that's about. They're over it. As you can see, there's still two. It's a little faint to see up here, but there's still 2 bodies falling from this tower. There may have been other people involved in a lot of this manipulation and game that was playing. They're over everybody. Everybody can catch a case at this point. But this is your divine masculine breaking free. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me break this down. First, let me show you this up close. This is the 8 of Wands. If you are used to tarot readings, you know that typically the 8 of Wands is like shooting overhead, is shooting over yonder. This is coming straight at you. Like the moment I look at this card, for me, it goes 3D and it just starts jumping out. Like they're just, typically, you know, it means a message is coming in fast, hot and fast. It's someone ready to have movement, right? Yes, movement is important here. And your divine masculine wants to send you a message, but they're not giving you an opportunity to dodge the message. Because a lot of times you can dodge the 8 of Wands. You can either let the message get to you and accept it for what it is or do whatever you're going to do with it, or you can just let it fly by. I feel like some divine feminines, it's not that you completely gave up. Some of you may have. It's not that you completely gave up. You just kind of was like, I don't really want to deal with this. I'm whatever. And you just sort of kind of in your own way turned your back, so to speak. Yeah, they're like, I'ma channel how they talk. They're like, fuck that. You gonna see this message. I also feel like it's something involving outing the karmatic. This, if you remember from last time, these karmatics were playing real innocent. Like, what? I'm not doing that. What do you mean? You're crazy. You believe that? You believe in that? And they play that role up when they're around other people. They get around other people, talk mad crap about the masculine, never saying what their part was. Make it seem like, oh, that was just the divine masculine. The masculine did that. But in reality, it was them. Some of them are vicious. They argue, threaten the person. Remember last time we were picking up on divine masculines who also had a bit of feminine representation. So some of these karmatics were also male. Talk all kind of craps to the person that they're with, and then get around other people and make that person think that they're crazy. It was all kinds of. They're like, no, people need to see you for what you are. So some of these masculines are going to be dropping some tea either on social media or letting something leak. Maybe they've already done it and you just haven't caught it yet because your back was turned. But they're sending you a message. You're going to be hearing from them, and they're really trying to make this where you can't avoid it. You're not. They don't want you even jumping through the center of this. Yep, because they had to make a decision. They had to cut this. They were over it. They were tired of being blind. They were tired of not knowing what's going on. They're listening to their higher self. They've tapped into their own intuition. Divine feminines that are watching this, or just divine counterparts in general watching this. If you have a person dealing with a karmatic and you've been just going through your own spiritual awakening, focusing on yourself, removing the fog from your own eyes, as you do that, you help your counterpart, especially when you're a divine feminine energy, because divine feminine energy and twin flame connections and even soulmate connections wakes up first. And there's no doubt in my mind that this is a twin flame connection that we're looking into right now. But typically, and this can still apply to soulmate couples, typically feminine energy wakes up first, goes through an awakening, and then it triggers the masculine, right? It's very rare that it happens the other way. This is someone who, as you were waking up, it was helping them to wake up. It was helping them. They didn't know how to explain what they were feeling, but their curiosity about it was enticed. And now they're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done playing around with this. Like, no, I'm going to get the message out there that you are the one that created all the damn drama, while also giving my significant other that I really want to be with. Because again, this is obviously for people in separation. Some of you might be just about to get back together, just got back together, but I'm picking up separation. They're like, this karmatic is responsible for all of this. I understand I got to take my responsibility and my part, but at the end of the day, I am over it. They're cutting the tie. They're done. That's the decision. If you remember, I believe I said it last time, the energy was definitely there. These karmatics mocked the belief system that you and this masculine energy had. Whatever that belief system is, they mocked it. Like, in your face, I don't care about that. That doesn't matter. That's not going to help you kind of vibe. I heard, okay. The masculine's like, okay. Oh, so you gonna mock my faith. All right. We'll see about that. Your divine masculines went to someone. If you remember last time, I was saying they didn't know what to do. They felt like they needed help. They didn't know who to go to because they were thinking to themselves, maybe the karmatic has been to someone as well. They really feel like they had some type of veil or fog or spell put on them. Like they were vulnerable to it and open to it, which is how it was placed in the first place. But they didn't know how to get out of it. And they were trying to research, look things up, but it's also confusing. It didn't make sense. They didn't really want to bother you with it until they realized the karmatic was plotting on you. That's what triggered the anger to go times 10. Now they're like, okay, you think that you're having a fix on me? I got something for that ass. That's what I heard. I got something for that ass. I ain't gonna, you'll see. You'll see. So they're going to go to their faith. They already went to someone. They're talking to somebody. If you deal with orishas, if I'm not even, because again, these are general readings that are posted publicly. I'm seeing a couple of specific things. I'm not going to out that because again, you never know who's coming across what readings. Just like y'all be wanting to know, the other side, the karmatic side, the twisted people be wanting to know too. My readings are always protected and guarded. But however, for y'all personal, I'm going to keep y'all personal business. And these divine masculines know what they're doing. They're talking to somebody. They're getting help with this because they're tired. They don't want to have to even... Yep. Confirmation. They realized, this is the thing, this is the part that makes the tower hurt them as well. Even though it's a change that they're triggering and they want. They're thinking about all the times they hurt you dealing with this person. All the times that, because for some of you, it's an on and off thing. You know, they'll come to you and they seem fine. And then it's like something happens, they're in this veil again and they're gone. And then you find out they're, because again, some of y'all know who that karmatic was. Some of y'all knew. Some of y'all, the person might even be a parent to that person you're dealing with's kid or something, and they use the kid as a crutch. That came through last time as well. And that's still resonating for the masculines coming in here. That's not for everyone. But all the times they hurt you, they were hurting themselves. They were putting themselves through torment. And they really didn't want to. They really were like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What is the point? They kept asking these questions. They didn't know where to look for the answers. Now that they found them, they're done. They're like, you put a stake through my heart, which put a stake through my divine feminine's heart. It's your turn. So whoever they're going to get themselves cleansed, because that's what this feels like. It feels like a cleansing, because they don't want to. I feel like some of these masculines maybe didn't believe in their faith so strongly until they dealt with this person, and now they're like, I ain't never questioning that again. Like, clearly there's a higher power. Clearly I'm protected, because they're trying to figure out how they've survived this long with this person. That's how much this person drains their energy. It makes them kind of feel like Walking Dead, like lifeless. Right? But now they're like, eye for an eye kind of vibe. I'm going to go ahead and let my guardians and my protectors send back to you all the stuff you were trying to send to us. They're over it. I feel like I don't even have to say nothing else. Temperance. Do you see the majors? The Tower, Hierophant, Faith, Temperance. There's two cards here talking about balance. Right? We have the going within to get balance, ready to cut ties over the bullshit. They went within, they talked with their higher self, with their higher belief system. They were led to whoever they needed to get to in order to get themselves right, in order to cleanse this all the way out. They're sending back to the karmatic, whatever the karmatic put on them, they're done. They're not playing anymore. They're over this. This Temperance card is unique for several reasons. Number one, this bartender here is an alchemist. Mixes all kind of things, all kind of memories, spells, and etc., right? Alchemy. Keep that in mind. The person being talked to is the masculine, who's coming in representing this group as a feminine energy, which means this masculine had to tap into his intuition, the feminine power. There's a lot of moon energy in these cards too. Even though one moon is shown here, there's a lot of moon energy. There's a moon back here in the window. So this is a masculine that pretty much needed to tap into like the high priestess. And instead of bringing out the high priestess card, he's showing you what his current steps are. This is a happening energy. These videos are timeless. Whenever you're led to it, there you go. But I'm just telling you, as the person reading and channeling right now, this feels like the current steps. Whichever phase in this he's at, that's for you to see. Spirit doesn't let me see all that, but these are the current steps. The person he's speaking to is a pro. It doesn't matter how old or young they are a pro at what they do. They done already, without them having to say anything, just like y'all click on these readings and you be hearing things like, wow, that person don't know me. How did they see this? How did they know my hair color? Yeah, that's the level this person's on. And you see the smirk? Like, I got you. I already know what you need. Don't worry about it. It's handled. It's handled. You're not going to have to worry about it. That's pretty much the energy that this is giving. Now we're being told to go to the karmatic deck. They're ready to bring in true balance. True spiritual balance. True physical and mental balance. They're ready to cleanse this person completely out of their system. Like, they don't want to see this person no more. They don't want to deal with them no more. If this person after this was to walk down the street, they want to kind of have that vibe of, I don't even know who you are. Like, who are you? I dealt with you when? That's how cleansed out they're trying to be. Let's see what they want you to know that the Karmatic is doing. I have no idea what cards are going to come out this time. I don't want to mess up the cards I have laying here. So, okay. We're going to go back into the song. And who gave you the right to scam my family? And who gave you the right to scam my baby? She needs me. And who gave you the right to shake my family tree? All right. Yep. Didn't I tell you guys some of group 1 was here? If you remember at some point in that reading, I don't remember exactly where, but at some point we got that card. I think it was at the bottom of the deck or it came out. I'm like this because I'm wounded. That's the excuse the Karmatic gives for everything that they do. I'm like this because I was heartbroken. I'm like this because I went through some stuff. And if I went through things, other people should go through it too. I'm just broken. Feel empathy for me as I just ruin people's lives. Like, okay. Let's go. What are we talking about with this wounded card? What's this Karmatic trying to do? Oh, they want me to do the song again. Okay. All right. We can do that. We can do that. Let me reshuffle. This group is very particular. Very, very particular. All right. They stuck a knife in my back, shot an arrow in me. Tell me, are you the ghost of jealousy? And who gave you the right? Oh, without me even. Oh! Listen. Your masculines are not playing. Didn't I tell you? Ooh, 2. A 2 for 1. Irritated by the feminine. Oh, the Karmatic has the nerve. The Karmatic has the nerve. You irritated? You salty? Why? Because the divine masculine knows exactly what this Karmatic is trying to do. They're starting to notice it all. Some of them ain't starting to notice ish. They already noticed and they're already taking care of this. Like the decaying part of the face it's like that's being removed. That's a part of the veil coming off. Because when they were, some of these masculines, like I said, they realized that when they were hurt, when this Karmatic was hurting them and making them do dumb stuff, it was affecting the feminine. It was like sometimes they would snap on the feminine and not even, like, didn't even know why they were snapping on you, honestly. They knew that they were wrong dealing with this person. They knew that they wanted to be with you. So why were they forcing it? They couldn't understand. And in that moment of anger, they sometimes were flipping out on you. That's not everyone's masculine, but that's some of them. So it's like that part that you couldn't recognize. Like, I don't even know who you are. Like, who are you? Why are you acting like that? They're peeling all that away. Like they take responsibility. That's a part of that tower moment. They're taking responsibility. At the same time, they're telling the Karmatic, since you made me do that, since you thought that was cool, okay, I'm sending your stuff back. Whoever this is that they went to, this Karmatic has nothing on that person. But they're so busy caught up being irritated by you and whatever success that you're having, feminine. They don't even realize, like, I'm also still picking up one of the Karmatics in this collective, or a few of the no, it feels very specific. One of the Karmatics in this selective is male, and the person that they're dealing with is female. Take what resonates. That's what I'm picking up on. All right. Who gave you the right to skip my family? Boom. Didn't I tell y'all? Now y'all think that came out on its own, right? What did I say earlier? This feels like a twin flame connection. This came out last time. This is a twin flame union that somebody actually thought that they could get in between. And y'all are clearly divinely protected. I'm going to tell you that right now. What did I say last time? Own that. You are divine beings born of the divine. You are a part of the divine energies. Can't nobody do to you what you don't allow. And sometimes when people are in low vibrations, depression, intense forms of anxiety, just things that make them feel like they're not adequate enough, they either, one, act out, eventually turn into karmatics, or they just keep these low vibrations that are easy to invade. It's easy to trigger you when you're in that moment. Everybody can get angry, but there's a huge difference between, oh, I'm angry and then I'm going to just carry this anger or carry this wound, carry this trauma the rest of my life. Those are different. And when that happens, it makes it easy for people to tap in because we all influence each other. Everyone and anyone can influence someone if it's allowed when it comes to those negative vibrations. When it comes to positive, you can be in a room with someone positive and just feel the need to be uplifted. You know when somebody has a lot of cleansing to do when they don't feel that way. All this positive stuff happening around them and they're like, why is everybody happy? Why is everybody smiling? Those are people who have a lot of work and a lot of things to cleanse out. And sometimes, unfortunately, they become like that. Karmatics, wanting to get in between connections, wanting to cut bridges. Here's the thing, I'm going to say it again. Karmatics have their own divine partners, and they be missing out on being with them doing all of this. Like, get your life together. Stop. Like, get it together. I'm hearing knock again. 1, 2, 3. What else do we have? What else does the masculine want us to know about the karmatic? Okay, that's too many cards. That's too many cards, but let me see. That's a lot of cards. Okay. Y'all gonna mess around and we gonna have to... They want me to take some of these, so let's see. She will never take my truth away. I talk and flirt with other men. Didn't I tell you that they play innocent while in the last one they go behind the dude's back? A card that actually says that they stabbed them in the back came out. And didn't I say in that reading? It's because they're messing with other people. It finally came out here. He's my toy. Oh, you thought? I drain him. I drain him and he's my toy. That's where their current belief is. But your masculine is like, this never gonna take my truth away. I'm already going to get the help I need. Girl, boo-boo, honey bun, sugar cubes, what we doing? Keep on believing. However, they want you to know in those moments, in those weak moments where they were unrecognizable, they were doing things you wouldn't think that they would do, they were sometimes appearing low on energy and all that other type of stuff, they were draining them. They were draining them because at the end of the day, the karmatic doesn't care about them. They're a toy. In the meantime and in between time, remember I said last time some of the masculine stopped sleeping with them. They have other ties to them. It could be a kid, it could be something they're hanging over their head, something that they just feel threatened by. However, they weren't giving them physical need, the physical pleasure. So they were going somewhere else for that. Because karmatics got to get their rocks off. Karmatics have to feel special. They got to feel wanted. Bottom of the deck. I'm a trickster. Boom. We already knew that. Top of the deck. The karmatic keeps me in a bad mood. Keeps me in a bad mood so that I'm unrecognizable to you. But all that's changing now. They're jealous of the connection. There's a question. There's a burning question someone has. So we're going to go to, I figured we would end up going to this deck. We're going to go to the Pendulum deck once again by Me Beautiful Fire Witch Tarot. And we're going to find out what these, looks like they want to ask the question privately. Let's get the answer though. What is the answer to the masculine's question? Thank you, Spirit. What's the answer to the masculine's question? These cards are hot. Perfect timing. Oh, I know what that's about. Move on from this. Boom. Karma. Listen, I'm going to explain to you guys how I use these cards, okay? First and foremost, whenever there's a piece cut off here, I don't know if it was a printing thing or not, but there's a few cards that are like that, and I've noticed that the answers on those cards are like half answers. So what that means is, yes, it's perfect timing, but there's another part to that. The masculine already knows what it is what I'm hearing. Otherwise, I would be compelled to go to another card, right? But typically, when a card like this comes out, I'll shuffle again, and whatever the other connecting side is tends to be the following answer to that question. So this is like a half answer. It's perfect timing. As to what it's perfect timing for, it's what the masculine was asking about. Some of you also might have asked a question and that card came out in representation of what you were asking as well. And yes, the masculine is ready to move on from this. Some of you were asking, is he really ready? Yes, he's ready to move on from this. This is a full answer. See how we have the full image here? That's a full answer. Pull from top of the deck. Okay. Not meant to be. It's perfect timing because the situation with this karmatic, as you can see what I was talking about? Like it comes together as a whole piece now. It's perfect timing because the bull with this individual is not meant to be. They're not meant to put up with this crap anymore. However, there's still a question that the masculine asks that they know the answer to. I'm not being allowed to reveal whatever that is. Masculines that come across this, you know your situation, you know what that's in reference to. But for the masculines and you guys, is this person really moving on? Yeah, they're over it. They're done. They don't even want to listen. Whatever the masculine was asking that made this come out, again, I'm not being allowed to tap into that. That's their personal. I respect the energies. I respect their energy. I respect the divine. So I can only give you the answers that the divine allows me to give. The same applies when it's a personal reading as well, guys. Keep that in mind. I don't step on the toes of higher power. This is... Okay, let's go to top of the deck of the tarot. Yes. Once again, this is the star card. Once again, we're tapping into intuition. We're tapping into the need to break free. They're tired of being in a haze. They're ready to go the next level. In divine feminine energies, I feel like you guys are also ready to just have the dream. It's not just about the dream of the connection. It's the dream of being free. Being free, being able to just fly in a sense is what I'm hearing. You guys are ready to do that. Remember I kept saying there's a lot of like moon energy. If you notice, there's a lot of nighttime energy here. Dream state energy. Your masculines could be sending you messages in the dream first. They're trying to give you like a heads up to what's going on. So that by the time you see it in the physical or by the time they approach you in the physical, you already know what it's about. I just saw 14, 44, and 27. Let's go to the bottom of the deck. What do we got? Yep, offer. They're taking their time to get this all settled out. Or I can't even say taking time because, like I said, this looks like it's hopping off the page for me visually. But they're coming in with an offer. They're not playing anymore. They're done with playing. Whew, I gotta breathe it out. This energy is a lot. I always forget to like tell you guys to breathe in between my readings. I really got to work on that. But take a deep breath. Hold it for a minute and just exhale. Because even I got to do that. Your divine masculine has planned this very well. Are planning this very well. They don't want no mistakes. And yes, once again, with the owl here, we're getting confirmation that a message is coming. A message is coming. They've taken time. They've thought it through. They know what they want. They know what they want to do. They know who they want. They've made the decision. They're moving on from this toxic bull right here. And they want you to know, I'm on my way. Just know. They're coming in as the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles comes in prepared and ready. So they're not necessarily moving with the slowness per se. But they do want to be cautious in how they make the approach. In the meantime and in between time, they got protection on you and on themselves, and they're letting a higher power deal with this person while they cut ties with them. This karmatic has no idea what's coming. They got no idea. And there's really nothing they can do about it because, like I said, whoever they went to is an expert. That's not somebody that you can take lightly. Okay, that's somebody that knows what they're doing. But before they open their mouth to say, my problem is, I already know why you're here. Come sit down. Let me give you what you need. Not even what you need. Let me give you what you need. Okay? This divine union is divinely guided. It's divinely protected. It led them right to the people they needed to go to. Their faith, your faith. So keep it up. Keep Keep up them prayers. Keep the positive thought. Remember who you are. I'm hearing remember from the Lion King. Take it how it resonates, loves. That's your reading. Peace, love, and light to you. In fact, you know what? Let's do a quick energy cleansing real quick. Divine, we come together for this beautiful union, the collective here. I know it's more than one person, more than one energy. But for this collective, we come in asking for protection, guard, here, kindness. Yes, some need to have kindness. Some of these masculines need to be kind with themselves because they recognize the trouble and the hassle of what was going on here. They kind of blame themselves, or rather they admit their blame. Let's help them cleanse that out, Divine. Let's help them get their mind straight, keep it straight, keep this veil off, protect them in their journey, protect them as they go through this situation, as they cleanse it out. Whatever your faith belief is, whatever your practice is, there is a higher power. It's all connected. It all flows together. We're clearing out all the negative energies. This union is blessed. Like, y'all don't realize how blessed your union is. Somebody really tried to mess it up, but your divine masculine is not having it, and the divine is not having it. So take comfort in that. Most importantly, divine masculine or no divine masculine, take comfort in knowing your inner strength and your power. And that is a part of the prayer that we put here. I ask that the people watching this understand their power, they understand their high vibrational energy, and they stay in that high vibrational energy. When going through a difficult time, they remind themselves of their inner power, their inner light. Aho. All right, my loves. That's your reading. Peace, love, and light to you all, and blessings.